MVP, man. I think it's two guys, and it goes back every time I see a narrative like this, Max. It always reminds me of like the Drew Brees and Patrick Mahomes year, when it's like, oh, Drew Brees, let's
Don't
give
even
it to him because Patrick
don't even
Mahomes
bring that
has
shit
a
up.
has a bunch of years to fucking get the MVP.
Yeah,
You
fuck.
remember that year?
Yeah, fuck Drew Brees for that. Not his fault, but that was the most
No,
bullshit.
I think Mahomes won it though.
How
They gave
was Russell Wilson? Al, let me talk to you. How Russell Wilson never won an MVP vote? How's that possible?
But you know what, Max? This MVP narrative, you know how it is with narratives. It works in the NBA and the NFL. What's your narrative? And with Jalen Hurts right now, it's a negative narrative. Michael Parsons had some comments to say on Von Miller's podcast talking about, is it Jalen Hurts
You're
or is
just
it
ugly when you're
team?
jealous, Micah. You're just fucking ugly when you're jealous. This is a guy, who might be the most unlikely quarterback to win MVP in the NFL's history. This is a guy who I thought was dog shit for 2.5 years, and I refused to change my views. They slowly were melting away at the end of the last year. And not in my wildest dreams, like I said, we made a whole video about it, that I thought there's no way this guy will ever be something. And yeah, the Eagles have tailored the system to him. But the throwing's on a different level, different planet one than it has been in years past. He like, they accentuated his strengths and minimized his weaknesses. And yeah, there's still question marks about Jalen Hurts, but he's playing at an MVP level. And anyone to say otherwise is just a fucking hater. And look, I think Mahomes does more for his team than Jalen Hurts has to do. I truly believe that. But if we're consistent with how you win MVP, best quarterback, best fucking record, it's his.
It's his, yeah.
Like, I agree. Josh Allen does more for the Bills than Jalen Hurts.
And he might have better numbers besides the passing yards. He's going to have less picks, and he's going to have more touchdowns because you got to factor in the rushing touchdowns. I think he has like 10 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, he's got like 10 rushing touchdowns. And
then 500 plus yards for rushing.
Dude, he is such a fucking leader of men. And me and you have always been kind of guys who are like, yeah, it's good, but you don't always like Justin Herbert is not as vocal or as demonstrative with his displays of leadership like Jalen Hurts, but you can just see how the guys react to him.
Yeah,
you can just see it. Like, and again, this is not the best quarterback in football. Might not be top 5. I think he's creeping in, and he's not the one-man show that other guys are, like Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. He's not that.
Yeah,
but he has a very solid case, and I think he's one of the front runners.
Yeah, and it's tough, man, because you got to take out the floor out of it on where Hurts came from. It sucks, but you kind of do.
Yeah. And you don't get to say, hey, he's MVP because he was asked his freshman year of Alabama.
Exactly. We're taking this year into account. And I do agree with you, man. I think because the narrative with Patrick Mahomes, and I know you semi disagree because you think he has pretty good weapons with him. But let's be real. He lost Tyreek Hill. And we weren't one of these people. But how many fucking people did you hear, Max? Oh, they lost Tyreek Hill. I don't know. Like, they might have a bad season. We acknowledge they lost something. Yeah, Travis Kelce is still there.
This is one of the points I made to you, and this is one of the main things that went behind the wide receiver don't pay a video. That was about, this guy might leave. But the Chiefs really fucking missed a beat. Are they still 10-3-1?
Yeah. Right.
They're still kicking ass. Yeah, it kind of hurts because you lose some talent, but these quarterbacks can kind of make it work with just about anyone who's good.
Yeah. Yeah. I got to go with Patrick Mahomes, though, man. I think
if Jalen Hurts only loses one game, I don't think you can give it to anyone other than Jalen Hurts. If the Eagles don't only go 16-1, you got to give it to him.
That's a big achievement, but it's going to be hard. Like, the record thing saves Jalen because I think the numbers are going to be pretty close. But Mahomes, for me, what I've always gone off of is the word valuable. Fuck the narrative. Fuck the stats. What's your value to your team? And I'm sorry, I love Jalen Hurts, but I honestly think, they wouldn't go 16-1 with Gardner Minshew, but I believe they are a playoff team with Gardner Minshew out there. I truly believe that. Will they be as dynamic? Will they be a Super Bowl team? No, I don't think so. But if the Kansas City Chiefs lost Patrick Mahomes, I'm sorry. I think the barn is fucking burning for them. It's panic mode. I don't think it's two different worlds.
No, I agree. One of you heard me say that when I made my case about who should win. He's not the most crucial quarterback to his team in the NFL. That's Mahomes and Allen. Those two
But he
guys do more than you.
like you said, he's definitely in the conversation, and it's gonna come down to Hurts and him. Is there anyone else you can see coming into the mix and maybe making a splash?
Oh, Tom
'Cause
Brady. He's just the fucking GOAT. He's the GOAT, guys. No,
oh my
you
god.
would love to give anyone who's not a quarterback some love, like Justin Jefferson.
Right.
Honestly, Michael Parsons is fucking spectacular in his own way.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think there's a running back. Like, if a running back has to get 2K to be, which isn't fair.
But that's the thing, Max.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry did it 2 years and nothing happened. And then
Yeah, I mean,
Cooper
Chris Johnson
Kupp
went
had
for 2,500 yards one year and was like nothing.
Exactly. And
Well, yeah, I don't think there's anybody one. I mean, if Cooper Kupp didn't get any love last year, no one is.
right. If Cooper Kupp doesn't win it last year, I don't see a receiver winning it anytime
The NBA just renamed all these fucking awards that they didn't have to do, and people are like, I like them, they're cool, whatever. Michael Jordan Finals MVP or whatever.
Right.
Me and you always used to play Madden franchises, and they'd always have best quarterback awards, best running back. That seems like a really smart thing for the NFL to do, to give guys fucking love. Like, I don't know why there's not a Jerry Rice best receiver of the year award. Why is there not
College
that?
does it?
Yeah, Fred Biletnikoff award. Why would the NFL not have that? I'd rather
They
see
only have one.
FedEx Ground Player of the Year.
They only have one. It's Walter Payton Award.